Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. The last part, I believe we were starting to get into the final approaches of the Gallery of Time, and in this part, let's go ahead and resume our, what would we call that, our spelunking adventure? I suppose that's what we'd call it. It is a dungeon, after all. So let's proceed onward to 322 years ago, which I think we were Ruby last time, so we will now be, God forbid, Ungaga. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Well, this is a pleasant surprise and a lot better than Ungaga, I'll tell you that much. After all, Ruby is a tolerable character, to say the least. Yeah, that is to say the least, because to say the most, she could very well become somebody's favorite character. Not mine. I personally prefer Tone as my main character. Okay, there's the clock. So we just need to find the clock hands and be on our merry way. That's money. Well, it's not going to be in a chest, but, well, it's one of those mentalities. You have to loot the chest when you see it. Take care of this blizzard. That was easy. Take care of heart. Okay, just nothing but money. That's all the enemies in this room. Yeah. It's kind of just sort of hitting me now. We're approaching the end of the game, and I'm kind of nervous, because if that boss proves too much trouble, then it's going to take me a while to beat the game and complete this Let's Play. Okay, so we need fire here. There we go. Then we aim. Have to remember some of these controls. And proceed onward. I'm actually going to switch back to Holy, because that is the most prominent element on this weapon. I've been playing a bit too much of Cladoon, so my controls are a bit wonked up. I think run is R1. That's not the clock hand, but it is an item nonetheless. Oh, here they are. Alright, so I don't need to complete the rest of this floor. If you wanted, I guess you could just go around and loot all the chests, but me personally, I think that is a utter waste of time. Oh, look at the map. Heck, there aren't even any water sources, so it's not even worth going anywhere. So let's just go ahead and proceed to the next time period, in which, yes, we will be playing Ungaga, and actually, yes, I did switch his weapon off screen to the Terra Sword, because I'd much rather have a stronger weapon than that stupid Mirage, which I was working on. Of course, Ungaga's floor is probably going to be the hardest out of everybody's, because, well, he's the least developed character. And even if he has a pretty strong weapon now, I just don't like his attack anymore. I mean, I thought it was okay, a 3-hit combo, better than Goro's, but I was sorely mistaken once Goro's speed got high enough. And they have to pit us against some of the strongest and most annoying enemies in this place. I suppose that could have been worse, but still. I think, does this weapon have any other elements? I did put the gems on it, so. Okay, it's got a couple. Let's also have this thing on Holy, despite it being the least prominent. There we go. It wasn't dealing next to, it was dealing next to no damage against this thing, because it's fire resistant. Don't do that. Don't break this. I mean, I don't care for Ungaga, but this is a rare sword. Lance. Dude. If an enemy's going to be this way, I'd much rather not fight them, but he might have the clock hand, so I'm going to. Guess I'm going to have to... Or get poisoned. Guess the idea is I'm going to have to counter him when I can, or just die trying. Thankfully, I have an antidote drink. I should have restocked off screen. It's unfortunate. Means I'll be going to the final... Well, no. I can leave before that. Come on. Don't frickin' block. There we go. And dead. Okay, that was more annoying than it had to be. Chest here. Who knows? The enemy... An enemy might behind a key locked door, so Okay, there's the clock face, and there's another room back there, or perhaps a hallway. 2 chests. That's oddly suspicious. You usually don't see 2 chests right next to each other. Oh, apparently you do. Okay, magical crystal. Oh no. I'd much rather not fight you. But I guess I just have to stick with this strategy where I have to take advantage of Ungaga's range. Which, yes, I will admit, it's a little absurd. But, honestly, it's nothing to write home about. Because, I mean, he's still slow as anything if you want to do his 3-hit combo. I found that if you just, like, constantly do a 1-hit or 2-hit, he's fine. Because then you can just start it over again. But even then, it's still just so slow. Okay, a Joker. Okay. I thought he was going to block, but no, he decided to hit me. Oh, Bronze Feathers broke. Sword. I got 3 left. Yeah, I'm going to restock before we get to the last boss, so I have everything I need. I mean, we won't need Bronze Feathers, but, well, just in case I can't beat the last boss, I would like to have a handful. Come on. There we go. And dead. Okay, its abs are full, but it's got 4 slots. King Mimic, King Mimic. Oh, this honestly could be a lot better. Because I'm having to fight 3 enemies now. A Black Dragon, I think I see an Alexander there, or something similar. Not going to be fun. I really don't care about Ungaga's thirst levels. In fact, I have a spare premium water, so... Yeah, an Alexander. Kill the King Mimic. He's got gold, not the clock hands. And get hit by the residue that is Alexander's fire attack. This is going to be a long time before we find that. You got to be kidding me. No, 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 you don't. You're not going to freaking kill me this way. No. Okay, seriously? Just die. Don't you dare hit me. I've had enough of Alexanders, especially since they poison, which, yes, it's residual from what their model is based off of. I like that word, apparently. Residual. Oh, yeah, the clock hands. Now I'm going to get the heck off this floor. But, back on the shipwreck, remember an enemy that had a katana and fan for a shield? Well, Alexander is based off of that enemy, and he also carried over its poison attribute, which I think is rather silly, but he did. Alright, after this we have Osmond, which Osmond is more bearable despite being considerably weaker with his gun. It's faster firing, and it doesn't take it off as much. What's the word? Weapon HP. Each time fired against, say, stronger armored enemies. I also think Osmond has the less annoying enemies to deal with. I like to keep these things repaired so that way I don't have to waste a... Yeah, see, I could build it. I mentioned that last time. Okay, you can block all you want. It doesn't do my gun any worse. There's a water point. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it looks like Osmond has, like, the least annoying enemies in the entire dungeon. I mean, still, the card soldiers are... Well, they're annoying now. Card soldiers are still somewhat annoying, but because of Osmond's extreme range, he doesn't have to really worry about getting up close and personal and having to, like, chase after, say, Heart. He just has to do this. I mean, getting close does more damage, but you don't have to. Okay. Nope, he's just gonna be mean. There we go. My weapon is about to break. Alright. So we have to find the door and get out of here. And yeah, now that I pump everybody with energy, they just have considerably more defense, so it's going to be annoying to deal with. There we go. Actually, what's down this way? Okay, there's the clock face, so we need the clock hands. There's Joker. I mean, see, if you do it right, Osmond can get enemies into an infinite loop, so you really don't have to worry about it. I mean, I guess that's why I really like Osmond, but I don't know. If I had to go with a ranger, I would still go with Zhao, but that's just me. I mean, yes, it's nice that Osmond can move and fire at the same time, but Zhao, I don't know. Her slingshot doesn't damage her weapon nearly as much. Okay, there are the clock hands, so we don't need to stay on this floor anymore. Because, of course, there's no Atla, as there have been for the past 3 floors. So just slap these in. And I think now I'm going to leave the dungeon temporarily before we go on to the next floor, because Osmond is the last character. So if there are any more of these, like, funky floors, it'll be a abs reducer. So let's leave the dungeon temporarily and restock. Because I think at this point in the game, although it doesn't necessarily matter that we have Drawn's feathers, it is probably the most important thing that we have, premium chicken. So let's buy some items. Check what we have in spare. We actually have a bit of money to buy more gems, but that's also not super important either. We have a spare revival powder. A lot of anti-stuff. Fishing lures. We don't need any of these, and they sell pretty well. Okay, well, we might need potato cakes later on, but we can also buy those. 2, 3. 2. How many of these do we need? We need another 12. 12. Yeah, because that's 8. So now 20 repair powders. 5, 5, 5, 5. Need a... No, you don't sell antidote drinks. Well, I don't like you either. 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll just keep the amount of antidote drinks we have left, because we don't need them against the final boss, as far as I'm aware. So he should just be fine with mighty healings, should he inflict any sort of status ailment. Oh, right. I might as well show this, because I didn't realize we picked this up last time. But apparently I managed to pick up a Drain Seeker, which, one of the few weapons that has Drain on it, which means whenever you kill an enemy, at least I think that's how it works, you gain a portion of HP. So we could put that on the Chronicle Sword, but I think I'm going to hold off it, because I don't know if the Chronicle Sword has the maximum number of weapon statuses or not. So I'd rather not find out the hard way. So let's return in here. And yeah, see, we can now go ahead and play Nathan, or Tone, or however the heck you named him, again. So now 382 years ago. And don't lock onto him. Pick up the Atla. So now we have Departure, which I do believe is another memory. Perhaps the second to last. Oh no, it's the last one. So this is definitely the final floor. Once we get all of these, we will be on our way to the boss. So it's a good thing I went ahead and restocked. Let's go ahead and deal with this thing. Just a quick 2 hits, and he's done. Keep going. It's Alexander again. 1 hit. Kill the Lich. I mean, yeah, it's definitely nice that I can play Tone again, because Tone is my strongest character, but... yeah. I don't know, it gets repetitive after a while. Another Mighty Healing, which I guess could play as an antidote. Got another Mighty Healing with the Steel. Alright, I didn't know they dropped that. I got the map, which is only useful to tell me where some water points are. I see 2. We have the sword, which is one of the few things we need left. King Mimic. Nope, the clown. Hey, I guess we'll see him one last time. There everybody happy. Of course I'm happy. Whenever you show up, you usually give me something good. Prove me wrong. What'd I tell you? 2 hits, you're done. Got another Mighty Healing, and the Clock Hand, so whenever we get the last of the Atla, we can be on our merry way. He drops some money. Actually, I'm just going to sort this real quick, everything. So now we have 2 rubies. I want to check real quick, see who needs the ruby the most. Obviously not you. You have the best, like, bloody sword in the game. You need it for... you don't... What all does the ruby give? I think it gives speed... Speed, fire, and Mimic Breaker. You could use Mimic Breaker. Was that what I want to give you? I know there are other gems that also give Mimic Breaker that also give other stats, like a Garnet. No, not a... Or Topaz. I think Garnet also gives fire, doesn't it? Yes, but it gives attack. It doesn't give Mimic Breaker. Okay. Well, I don't want to spend too much time dilly-dallying on this, so... Because Zhao still needs MP and Wind and Ice and Mimic Breaker as well as attack. So I'm going to slap that on it to give her some more Mimic Breaker. Upgrade and see where that puts it. So now I have Divine Beast title 2. Thought I saw that flashing. Oh, she doesn't need Wind. And she doesn't need Mimic Breaker. So we just need to focus on attack, magic power, and ice. But of course, I don't think I'll be doing that unless I decide to do a little something after the game is finished. So go ahead and go around. I can see where the clock face is, so we just need to find the last of the Atla, which one of them is right here. That'll leave us with 2 left. So Sandglass, doesn't it mean an hourglass? Unless it's like, I don't know. Here, let's repair this because I don't want to take any chances with this thing. Because it is very possible that it'll break without my knowing. And I mean, I still have that auto repair powder as a safeguard, but if I don't pay attention, it's not there. I could just easily lose the Chronicle Sword. Hours of work down the drain. This is where the Pitch Dark Key is used. Considering I don't have the magical orb, I don't know where everything is. There's no chest in here, and there's no Atla either. So this was a complete waste of time. Except it. Thank you, you son of a... Dude, die. We'll use this spare mighty healings we have, because honestly, we don't have much more use for them. There's some water, so I don't need to use a premium chicken. Just run to that water source. And run off. And, okay, the last 2 Atla are in here. I'm actually going to ignore these guys, because I'm tired of fighting them. So, Prophet, actually the... Okay, I guess I'll check the last room, see what chest it has. If it only has 1, then I know what it has. Book of Curses. Courses? Yes, because Seta is totally going to college. It's only got 1. I'm not even going to open it because I know what it is. So I guess this... Well, first things first, let's go ahead and set it all up. So go down here to the last one. Prophet, which that doesn't look like a prophet. It looks more like a crystal ball. Got the hourglass, the sword, the book of curses. Now let's go ahead and check the departure. There's one way. I don't care if it scars the world, or if I scar the world. I will stop him and get everything back. Everything. And that was kind of cliffhanger-ish. Well, we'll see what that's all about here in a bit. Go ahead and put the clock on. Touch the clock face. Here we go. So, to the next floor. And now that we have all the memories, we can actually access this floor. You're ruler of this kingdom now. Those were my father's last words. Then I asked my father who had shut his eyes for the last time. Father, tell me, if I am to be king, what am I to accomplish? I met you the night of the ceremony where I was to officially become king. Your blue eyes, when I saw them, I felt an inexplicable excitement but you suddenly disappeared in the crowd. Who on earth are you? I want to see you again. It's all I can think of these days. Then the minister came to my room with a desperate look on his face. A carriage carrying the princess of our neighboring kingdom is lost in the storm. It was 1 hour later that I met you again. Enemies lurk behind the morning mist. While I call my steed, I send the sign to my thousands of allies behind me. All at once, the cavaliers advance. I witness a fearsome scene unfold before me. Is this war? I thought I heard my father's voice. Do not fear. Your task is to defend this kingdom. My allies fall one after another. The West has a wizard with fearful powers. Are we going to be defeated? No, I won't let that happen. I must defend this place, or the devils of the West will invade your castle. I cannot allow that. A long time had passed since the battle started. Our troops were almost totally wiped out. I was taking a brief rest to formulate a plan and turn the tide. Then a man came up to me, a man in black robe, who asked me, "Do you want the power to win this battle?" The light coming from my hand obliterates my enemies. Is this the dark power? I bargained with the devil for his power, but with it, I can save us all. If I have this power, no one can harm you. I was euphoric at the victory when I returned to the castle. Soon I would see you again. You come, sooner than I thought. My heart, spent from the battle, raced. I didn't know that you, who had entered my room, would be the imposter who was after my life. I couldn't believe it. It should have been me. You saved my life at the expense of your own. Why do you smile? Because you saved the one you loved? But what about me? Who am I to save? Something was born in me. Something malevolent and terrible. The black blood that now coursed through me gave birth to that thing, that evil. Sadness, anger, and hatred at losing you. This endless blackness is the energy that feeds him. My kingdom was laid to waste at his hand. I lost not only you, my beloved, but my land, my people. I lost everything. Everything. No. What am I saying? No, that's not it. No. Wrong. Wrong! What I'd really lost was myself. There's only one way to do it. I don't care if I destroy space and time in the process. I will do it. I will stop him. I'll take back everything. Everything I lost. All of it. Oh. Well, where are we? We're 400 years in the past. Which I think, if I'm remembering correctly, this is when Seta was said to have lived. You want to break rules and change history? Interesting. Let's see how you do. Of course, that's the Dark Genie. Open the door to the past and realize how powerless you are. Ooh. An ominous wind comes from there. Well, we know what we have to do. Was it really the right thing to do? We won. Then why do I feel this darkness about me? Seta! Uh-oh. Zeta, you're alive. Sophia, I'm so relieved. The war is over. The killing is over. That's wonderful. There shall be no more bloodshed. No, and together now we'll rebuild our kingdom. Yes, Zeta. Zeta! Uh-oh. There's two of them now. Sophia, what's going on? Two Sophias? Zeta, be careful. It's probably an assassin from the west. Disguised as me to sneak into the castle and destroy you. Who are you? Reveal yourself. Zeta, no, you're mistaken. I am Sophia. I don't believe you. Sophia is right here. Uh-oh. I really don't like where this is going. Zeta, watch out! Whoa, nice save. Who are you? Oh, crud. Bastard from the west! Despicable coward! Prepare to die! Ah! Zeta, please wake up. This assassin is not from the west, but from here. You won the war, but you lost something important. What? How could this be? Sophia! Why, you... I don't care who you are. You'll pay dearly for this. Ah! Bye-bye. Who are you? Did you come to kill me too? So you hate me too. Fine. Go ahead and kill me. Uh-oh.